Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? It's me, Mr. 4K Upscaler. Here I'm running a Inferno on my Oncure TX-NR757 receiver, and it does support Dolby Atmos. The trick is you have to go to your settings on the receiver, and you have to use the Zone 2 to support the up-firing speakers. As you can see right here, they're all there. And this player, just so you guys know, not only does it gonna support Dolby Vision, but also supports Dolby Atmos output. It supports Dolby Atmos output. And I'll prove it to you right here, just to show you. There's the Dolby Atmos output right there. Now, I know I have these speakers set up like that. They're the up-firing speakers. I'm supposed to put them on the ceiling. Uh, I will put them on the ceiling. Don't worry about it. This is just experimental. I know they have to be up on the ceiling, and Westside Tech told me you can rewire them and you can have an extension of the upper height speakers, meaning you can use that 180 watts and you can split that 180 watts and use the smaller speakers to extend more speakers. But anyway, let me show you that it does support Dolby Atmos. As you can see it right here, there it is. And this 4K player, I am playing it right here, just so you guys know. I am playing it on the LG 4K player. This is the Inferno. I'm going to show you a little bit of the Inferno. Just a little bit, not too much. I'm just going to show you a little bit just so you guys can get the idea that it does support Dolby Atmos. And you will see when I press information, you will see Dolby Atmos output in the corner right there. So this is the reason why I recommend go with the LG 4K player. Actually, this is the reason why both me and Westside Tech recommend, if you have LG OLED, since whether you have LG OLED or UH 770 7700 or 8000 series, it doesn't matter. If you have a Dolby Vision, LG TV, you need to buy a LG 4K player because it will support Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos, and it's already supporting Dolby Atmos. I'm playing this from a disc, and here, let me show you, just so you guys know. But you have to go on the settings and turn Zone 2. I went through brochure. I was reading about that. This TXNR 757 has passed Zone 2, means it's a THX certified and it does support Dolby Atmos. It's not a full Atmos experience. I know the discrete 11th channel, Pioneer has that. Those are like 1,000, maybe even more expensive receivers, but it doesn't matter. You will get that Atmos experience in a small apartment or in a small house. Okay, so let me show you. Let me start the movie really quick here. You see Dolby Atmos right there, output.
Mr. Langdon, I'm Dr. Brooks. I'm going to do a few checks, nothing to worry about.
Let's switch to another scene because
Get rid of this, shall we?
I don't know if you guys can hear it, but the first thing I've noticed is in the beginning of the scene when the pigeons were flying around. I put my rear height speakers. They're up on front, not my front up firing speakers. I put them up, and they were giving me that illusion that something is flying around above me like pigeons. I'm sure once I put my height rear speakers up as well, then those pigeons, I will be able to have that crossover of them flying around and going across overhead, like in real life. Atmos means atmospheric. I will do that today. I will have my rear height speakers go up. I'll put about 4 of them so I can get more of that dynamic three-dimensional feel. You know what I mean? Just like they do in a movie theater. They stacked up all these speakers on one channel or whatever channels they have. So anyway, the whole point of this is it's not, look, I will do a separate video where I'm going to show you how I set up my speakers for Dolby Atmos. I will show you the settings. I will show you all of this stuff, okay? All of this will be shown. But first, let's go skip to a next scene here really quick. Hold on. I'm trying to find a good scene. Hold on.
In the Palazzo's Hall of 500, there's a famous mural, Giorgio Vasari's Battle of Mars.
There's a switch. If you throw it, half the people on Earth will die. But if you don't, the human race will be extinct in 100 years.
I mean, the Dolby Atmos clarity, it's so good, man. You guys have no idea how good this sounds.
Mankind is the cancer in its own body. Do you love humanity enough to save it? In case they find me, I left you a path.
Here, let me get a little bit closer.
The hardest one yet. Inferno will be at the end. You are my contingency plan. You are humanity's final hope. Make sure Inferno is unleashed. Seek and find.
Well, there you go. I don't know how much I can show you, but as you can see clearly that Dolby Atmos does work. It is there. The trick really is for you to go to the settings, click on the zone 2, and go to configuration. What I would say is go to configurations. Make sure you click the zone speakers 2. Once you click the zone speakers 2, then that's it. You're gonna have those Atmos speakers. Now these are the rear heights. These are the ones that I'm going to put. Okay, these are the ones I'm gonna put for the Atmos. I already got the up firing one, which are like right up there. Okay, they're right up there, right up there. I will put the rear height speakers today. I will hang them up on the ceiling as high as I can. Westside Tech says I can rewire them, and it's true. I have already done that. It's actually pretty cool idea because you don't have to use too many damn wires, because these wires are expensive, you know, to use them to roll out from one end to the other to get your receiver. So it works. So this whole 11 channel, look guys, I understand that there's a discrete 11th channel receivers out there with the amps. I get it, but you know, that is really for those who are building, who's got a huge space. You know, if you got a huge space, you got a huge house or whatever, you got this gigantic room for a theater and you want to build that 11 channels with all these speakers and 2 woofers and 4 woofers. Pioneer has that. I've seen the Pioneer one that does that. But remember, we're not talking about state-of-the-art Atmos. We're talking about home theater Atmos. And those rear height speakers and the they'll do the job. The rear, the right now I'm using is the up front, and tomorrow I'm gonna put the rear height. So that way I'll have that full immersive Dolby Atmos experience. There you go, guys. That's how you do it, and you've seen it. I have shown it to you. Let me exit. You will see, as I just did, that there's the HDR right there. So this 4K player UP970 does support Dolby Atmos. You don't have to use the Xbox One S. It's kind of cool that the Xbox One S supports it, but you don't have to use the Xbox One S. The one benefit you're getting with this 4K player is a couple of things. Dolby Vision discs. This thing will read Dolby Vision discs. Right off the gate, you're going to have Dolby Atmos support as well. So you're going to have, right out of the gate, you'll have Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos support for your receiver. And then on top of that, you're going to be enjoying Dolby Vision on your LG. And if that's not good enough, you also have a 3D support. So you can watch your 3D movies. This thing will support 3D. And this is only $250, $260. You can get it cheaper. I got it for $200. So it's a no-brainer. If you have LG, you want to go with the LG UP970. Why would you go with Sony? And why would you go with the Panasonic, which costs $600, $500? And it doesn't support Dolby Vision. And it doesn't support... I think it supports Dolby Atmos, but it doesn't support Dolby Vision. Go figure that one. Because they haven't made any announcements whether or not they're going to support Dolby Vision. Sony says they might not do it, but look, right now at the moment, LG is your best option. And here, just to show you again that it does support, we're gonna play this movie. Like those pigeons, did you hear those pigeons, man? Those pigeons when they fly by.
Road. But here we are. Better me than the Americans. You're going to want to tell me where it is.
Yes, Mr. Bouchard. I know, I will. Tell them humanity is the disease. Inferno is the cure.
Well, there you have it, guys.
Look at this. This is odd. This area here.
All right, so I'm gonna end this because I don't want to get copyrighted by the Sony. So yeah, guys, it does support Dolby Atmos. So there you go. Now, once I put my rear height speakers, I'm gonna get even more immersed. Now, this is not the best example of a movie. I should have played you the Batman v Superman and Man of Steel. Man of Steel is definitely the best option. Or what's the other one? The Underworld, Blood Wars. It's another great example to show off the Atmos when the bullets fly by and all that. So there you go. LG UP970 does support Dolby Atmos. You don't have to download any drivers, none of that nonsense. Okay, I'm sorry, Techno Dad, but I found out the better way to do it, and it really wasn't even that hard. All I have to do was check the zone 2, and the Atmos worked fine. And also, this LG 4K player supports it, so works fine. Remember, you have to connect your 4K player directly to your receiver. And your receiver has to go out to your TV as an ARC. That's the only way you'll be able to pass through that Dolby Atmos from your player to your receiver. Meaning you cannot plug in your 4K player to your LG TV. You have to plug in your 4K player out into your Blu-ray disc DVD. See? This Blu-ray disc DVD channel, you have to connect it there. All right. Let me show you really quick this so you guys don't get confused. You see right here, these are all of my HDMIs that are connected to the receiver. The one over here, the main one, goes directly to the TV, the ARC. That's the one that's gonna go to the ARC, to the HDMI, to the TV, and from there, that's where you're gonna be outputting that signal. That's the only way you'll be able to get that Dolby Atmos. Okay, you cannot simply connect it to your. You cannot use the optical cable to get that. All right, it'll not work with the optical cable. I think that was the issue I was having. All right, now as far as the Voodoo, it's tough. You know, I know there's this update that you can download and that you can put it on, but I don't know if it's gonna work or not. This is something that Voodoo will have to figure out to allow. You have to understand, if they allow that Dolby Atmos, then that's gonna take even more bandwidth on your internet speed. So I don't know how's that gonna work. Look, the bottom line is this, man. Look, Dolby Vision discs, Dolby Vision Blu-ray DVDs, when Blu-ray movies, Dolby Vision 4K UHD movies, when they come out, it'll be no comparison, because it's direct source. You'll have on that disc direct source of the Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos. So we should be all excited about Dolby Vision 4K UHDs. This is why I always tell people, you know, streaming cannot compete with direct source, like what you're seeing right now, you know. Anyway, there you guys have it. Hopefully this clarifies some things. I might do some more videos today, you know, whenever I wake up. I might be busy doing some stuff. I'll probably have to get a couple of more speakers, put them up, those rear ones, put them as high as I can on the ceiling. We'll do some tests. What I'm probably going to end up doing is I'll order the Dolby Atmos Blu-ray discs, like 3 or 4 of them. We'll do some tests. I'll put the disc inside directly so we can listen to it. We'll do some calibration on the speakers and stuff like that. So I'm gonna order them, and when I do order them, I'm gonna give you guys the link so you guys can order the disc too, because that's the best way for you to experience Dolby Atmos. Techno Dad already has the, but he paid arm and leg, man. He paid like $70 something, $60 for Gravity Dolby Atmos Blu-ray. They do have Game of Thrones Blu-ray Dolby Atmos, so I might want to get that as well. But my first priority is going to be those 2 rear height speakers, and of course Logan. Logan is coming out today. I definitely want to check. By the way, I didn't see that movie yet. I haven't seen Logan, so I'm kind of excited to enjoy Logan, and so we'll see. All right, guys, have a good one though. Take care.